Brian Johns here. Time for another Tuesday talk. Today's topic is flow drills. I love teaching flow drills in my modernity classes, and I prefer flow drills over static techniques or one-step sparring. Now, let me say right off the bat, I am not turning down static techniques or one-step sparring. Static techniques and one-step sparring is very common to many martial arts schools. Unfortunately, in this day and age, too many martial artists look down on static techniques or one-step sparring. I think there is a place for that kind of training method. As a matter of fact, I use them for my beginner students. I take the position that there is a place for one-step sparring in static technique. You got to keep in mind, it's a developmental drill. It is not combat. And with that in mind, one-step sparring can teach some valuable fundamental skills. Among those skills are range. When you're working with a partner who's throwing a one-step punch at you, you learn the basics of attack range. You learn how to get off the line, whether it's getting into the inside line or the outside line. Next, you learn how to work with a partner as opposed to doing a kata by yourself. Another good aspect of one-step sparring is learning how to use applications from kata against a live partner in a controlled setting. At some point in time, you need to get beyond the one-step sparring and static techniques and graduate, at least in my school, in my program, to flow drills. Now, flow drills are a bit more alive. They keep both partners busy without having to reset as you would do in a one-step sparring training environment. Flow drills is a great introduction to teaching students to learn how to go with the flow. And keeping that in mind, this is pre-arranged flow. Is this learning how to flow in a chaotic situation? No, it's an introduction to learning how to go with the flow. The flow drills it's like an alphabet. You learn the letters, and you learn to form words, then sentences, paragraphs, and chapters. So it consists of building blocks upon which you learn basic fundamental moves in self-defense techniques. Now, once the student has good structure, posture, and footwork, you will start to inject different variations, movements, and techniques in order to throw the student off. Of course, we'll do this at a steady, smooth, slow pace, so the student can learn how to go with the flow of unpredictable movement. In other words, to learn how to go with the flow of chaos. That's the key here. Unpredictability and chaos is what we're teaching the student to deal with. And self-defense situations are, by its nature, highly fluid and chaotic. The objective is to teach the student to truly go with the flow physically and in everyday life. I have found that many people do not know how to go with the flow in real life. And many folks who do a poor job of learning how to go with the flow. And it's my hope that the students apply the lessons from the flow drills to everyday life and learn how to go with the flow instead of banging their heads on the wall. It's just a really good way of teaching folks how to go with the flow, from the physical part to the mental and emotional aspect of their lives. So what do you think of this? I would like to hear your comments. Please comment below, and please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Have a good one.